Alright, yo, 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 hello. It is time. It is time, it is time, it is time, and boy, do I have a surprise for you guys today. Let's see. Make sure all my settings are good. My mic. Okay, mic is good. Oh, let me see if I got some water. No! I'll have to get some later. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. What is up, everybody? Let me fix my camera real quick. Musashi cosplay? Yeah, you wish. Let's see. Okay. I think we should be good there. Let me check again. Okay. Now let me fix this chat. No cloudy summer skin. Nope. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Okay, that chat's working. Full screen. Well, it's probably more of a surprise for me than it is a surprise for you guys, but you'll see. You'll see. Let me go here. Fix this chat. Boom. Okay. And now the audio. There we go. Alright, so as you guys know, today is going to be the finale of SHIMOSA. The finale, which means after this we move on to Salem, and then once we finish Salem, we are finally at the Lost Belt. But as for the surprise is about like 75% complete. About 75%. So let me show you my my little science project I've been working on. Let's see. It's sorted by rarity. Let me change it to sorting by level. Yes. The goat. The goat is here. Now he's not fully ready to go yet, but I invested so much into him, and oh my god, did he take so many materials, bro. Bones are gonna be the death of me. Bones are gonna be the death of me. I haven't gotten him to 120 yet. I haven't gotten him to 120 yet just because I think I need more of the servant coins, I think, to level him up. But I got him to 100. So, got him to 100 here. Maxed out his foes. I gave him all the silver ones and all the gold ones. I got both of his upgrades. I got his bond up so that I could get this upgrade. Now the skills. The skills are close. I tried to get 10, 10, 10, but oh my god, does he need so much. I think altogether, he needed almost 100 bones, and I had 0, and I can't even buy any from the Pure Prism shop. So I had to farm 100 bones manually. That was such a nightmare, bro. So I had to do that, and then after mining all the bones, to upgrade these two, I need the, like, homunculus baby jars, and I need, like, 60 of them, and I had 0, so that's what I gotta do next. I gotta farm the homunculus jars until I max those out. When it comes to his append skills, I got the critical boost one, I got the skill reload, and I got the extra attack. I was kind of debating between extra attack or load magical energy, but I wouldn't have been able to max this one out anyways. Like, it only would be level 1, so he'd only get an additional 10%, which could still be good, but I feel like for now damage would be better until I have the materials to max this out. Of course, you know, NP5 I got the upgrade for his NP. So he's coming along. He's coming along. He's coming along. Now you must use hide in every single fight. He isn't complete yet, though. I can definitely try. I can definitely try. Let's see. Yeah, I could definitely try him out. And we can see what we can do with him. But his skills seem pretty straightforward. It's just like, raise your attack, get more attack if you're hide. You stun, get a higher stun chance if you're hide. And here it's raise your critical strength and you raise it even further if you're hide. But you increase your NP gauge if you're Jekyll. Huh, so what? How? Wait, so if I use this as Jekyll for the NP gauge, then I'd have to wait for the whole cooldown and use it again as hide to get the critical strength? I think I might just try to instantly get him to NP and then use the skill 3. I think it'd be cool if the skill 3 like reset whenever you... I think it'd be cool if all of these reset whenever you use your NP. But holy crap, man. Critical strength 20%, and then you get the critical strength from here. Yeah, I feel like he's gonna deal some damage. And buster effectiveness here. Bro doesn't even know what he does yet because I haven't used him. I'm leveling him up so that I can use him. That's the whole point. Just like I have no idea what if I were to get her, I'd have no idea what the heck is her name? I don't remember. The new girl. Or like her, for example. I've used her a couple times, but I gotta use her more until I can truly get a feel for her. And it's the same for Hyde. I have a general idea of how he works, but I'm obviously not gonna be great with him until I get experience using him. If you want instant NP append would help. That's what I was thinking, but it wouldn't have been enough. Because I would have the, let's say 80% from Kaleidoscope, and then from the NP append, I would only get 10% because I don't have the mats to max it out. So I could get close, but not quite there. So I was like, since I can't get all the way there, I might as well just go with attack and just, you know, in battle try to work out the remaining 20%. The new girl, I'm gonna cry. Seal, yeah, Seal. That's her name. In my head, I kept thinking Alice, but I knew it wasn't Alice, so I just said the new girl. Let's see. You want to run him with overcharge CE? Oh, okay, I can see that. I can see that. Overcharge CE so that you get... Wait, what does he get with overcharge? Is it just the buster effectiveness, or does he also get more max HP? I think it's just the buster effectiveness. Okay. That'd be cool if it was both, though. That'd be crazy. Alright. Beware Cloudy in the fall, and Alter Ego will steal Hyde's bag and improve it. Oh, trust me. I mean, Super Orion has already taken his bag and improved it. But a bag is still a bag. Alright, here we go. Ultima Cantica, the stage of carnage on Raido ending. Let's do this. Now, for this one, I didn't forget. Ginchan, 120 Kiara in the all tab. Let's see if we can find them. Dang, what the heck? Star Seal. Dude, I want to get her so bad. So we're looking for a 120 Kiara. Let's hope we can get some good luck here. Okay, here we go, here we go. Ginchan, 120 Kiara. Let's grab her up. And then we're facing an Avenger. Oh, you're right, you're right. Okay, I see. I don't know if we have her leveled. I would bring BB, but she's 70 out of 80. Shoot. Well, we could do this real quick, but her skills are all level 1, so I don't know. Let's see. Is there anything else that's good into Avenger? Nope, it's just Moon Cancer. And Berserker. Let's see how she works. So... Oh, is this the new one? Arts effectiveness and NP strength and NP gain. Apply guts, remove debuffs, restore HP per turn, increase NP strength, and apply mermaid's nourishment, where skill rank up is applied every turn. For yourself, skill rank up can be stacked, and the second and third skills can rank up by a maximum of 2. Using the ranked up skill will remove all the levels of the skill rank. Wait, what? So what? Wait, maybe it has to do with her NP. Right? What the heck? Increase NP gauge and gain C stars. Apply evade to all allies. That's fire. Oh, but does it really matter if he can remove buffs? Remove sure hit and apply 1 enchant state, where critical rate decreases, treated as a mental buff. Debuff. And decrease defense. And decrease arts attack resist for all enemies. Jesus Christ. Ignore it and press buttons. Got you. Deal heavy special attack mental debuff. Okay, and that's cool because this applies a mental debuff. So you get the special attack there. Damage increases with each mental debuff. Max 10. And high chance to inflict death to all enemies. I wonder how the skill rank up works if you're already at level 10. Guess we'll find out. So we have her. Oh, who else could we bring? I mean, screw it. Why not? Oh, I had to I had to look for this. The increase the chance of evil bone drops. Yeah, I was going through it. Okay. You know what? Let's screw it. We'll do this. And they're both arts. Wait, what is it? The elephant? Address the elephant. What's the elephant? What? Her other skills depend on her first skill charge stacks. Pop it, get points each turn. Use the other skills to make it stronger. Draco's not effective. True! Oh, wait. Then what about her? I thought Draco was effective against the main 7, and then she was effective against the extras. But I guess Avenger isn't included. Maybe it's just Alter Ego and Pretender. Address me? What am I addressing? What is going on? What is the elephant? She is? What, Draco is? Space Arrest not effective versus Avenger. Beast Arrest is weak to Avengers. Okay, okay. Shoot, I guess I just bring someone strong, huh? Oh, you know what? Oh, no ruler loses to Avenger. Ooh, this is tricky. I only have like 3 of the moon cancers. I'll just bring Locusta. I'll just bring the goat. Why not? And then do I have enough for the Bond CE? I didn't pass it already, did I? I probably did. Where the heck? There it is. Just use Kiara and 2 taunt servants. Okay, okay, let's see. So, like, get rid of the back line. And just use Kiara with 2 taunt servants. So that I can solo with her? Is that what you're trying to say? When did you get Durga, bro? Yeah, we got Durga during the whole, gosh, after the most recent live stream, we rolled for Space Arrest. Didn't get her, but we ended up getting her. We got Durga. We got her, Europa. We got Bazette. And we got her, the elephant statue. No, bro. You have to do solo for that. So only 3 servants. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that what you're telling me to do, Ginshan? Just bring her and 2 taunts and get rid of the backline? So let's see. You said George and Leonidas. We have a George. Where the heck is he? We got George. Leonidas. And then, let's see. He addressed the elephant? Bro, I still don't even know what the elephant is. I'm so confused. I don't know what I am or am not addressing right now. Okay. I don't think I need anything for these guys, so. Alright. Here we go. The time is at hand. In a few minutes, Tokei Castle will become a castle of Edo, a manifestation of the impure land, ready to curse all that the Tokugawa hold dear. Even the master of Chaldea that Lord Satan was so afraid of has turned out to be no threat at all. Now then, are you ready to die, Kiyohime? Who are you people? What a great view. If the weather was nicer, I bet I could see all the way to Mount Fuji from here. Lord Muramasa, the princess is safe. Dude, I hope this is his final ascension, because this look is fire. Are you two with Lady Musashi and Lady CloudyCrow? Yes, we are. Everything will be okay now, princess. Why are you here, you cretins? You mean you can't figure it out? We're here to take down the mastermind behind this whole mess. By the way, we've never met before, have we? Of course not. What's your name, mastermind? I'd like to know who I'm going to kill before I get to killing them. I believe this man's name is Amakusa Shiro Tokisada. Huh? Oh, so you know my face, Fuma Kotaro. Then you must have seen Amakusa Shiro's heroic spirit in the correct history. No, on second thought, there is no sense asking. If my heroic spirit would stand with humanity, he and I are nothing alike. To think he would meekly sidle with his spot in the throne of heroes instead of burning with fury after undergoing the hell that was Shimabara. What a joke. If you think that's funny, laugh all you like. You're far from the only heroic spirit who burns with fury. Surely you know that from the heroic spirit swordmasters you led, but then I guess you could never understand. Now I see, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm sorry, what are you talking about? I finally figured out why I was summoned to this version of Shimosa. It's all your fault, Amakusa. You've got so much baggage that you ended up becoming a world crosser, or a mobile singularity, or whatever they call it. Now you pose a threat to the entire world, so either the world itself or the counterforce, or... this is such a pain. I still don't really get it myself. For one thing, I thought the counterforce, or a heroic spirit chosen as a guardian or whatever, wasn't supposed to have a personality, unlike a servant. I don't know much about alternate timelines or parallel worlds, so I'll leave that stuff for later. Amakusa, I'm here to cut you down. You know, it's interesting. We talk about, you know, Sakura faces and Saber faces, but what about the Shiro faces? How many Shiro faces are there? Because there's Amakusa Shiro, there's Muramasa there's the actual Shiro from Fate Stay Night, there's Emiya, the archer, then there's Bald Mia, or Edge Mia. There's a lot. Indeed, the counterforce does reach this far, even though this world is not a singularity. That is why you are the one the world chose to summon here. If you'd remained at your hermitage wasting your life in peace, I would have left you alone until this world ended. What a fool you are to come this far just to throw your life away. My body has long since surpassed the limits of humanity. It is now the equal of the heroic spirit swordmasters. If you think that pathetic little knife you've got there can cut me down, Muramasa, you are sorely mistaken. I already know you were no longer human, but I don't care whether you're alive or undead. The only thing you've got inside you now is suffering and anger. You're just a vengeful ghost in human form. You threaten the whole world just by being here. You give that caster a good run for his money. Onui and Tasuke are going to grow up in this world. It's not yours to play around with. Ha 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 ha. Oh, but I will play with it, and I will destroy every Tokugawa in every world in existence. The chronicled theoretical phenomenon, proper humanity, the correct human history. Once I have destroyed this world, I will swallow them up, and the rest of the worlds too. Satan calls to me, he guides me. No more talk. It is no use. Look that way. It's no use. None whatsoever. Now what's going on here? I'm disappointed in you, Senji Muramasa. Since the counterforce summoned you, I would have thought you'd have the means to defeat me. But it seems I overestimated you. Wonderful. Now I truly have nothing to fear. You two second-rate heroic spirits are all that stand in my way. Be honored, for I shall bury you in my... What? I believe you meant 2 first-rate heroic spirits and 1 first-class master and 1 certified swordsman. So you're the sorcerer I've heard so much about. It's about time we met face to face. Sorry to have kept you guys waiting. We need more Shiros. Silver the Hedgehog. It's no use. That's elite ball knowledge right there. I see. So Imperial has fallen. That fool, he would never have lost it if he had truly embraced Lucifer, the great Satan himself, and devoted himself to serving him. I suppose there is only so far a man of Edo can go. In the end, he was nothing more than a Philistine, not even fit to join the rest of the rabble. Philistine, you mean a man with a swordsmanship like his was a Philistine? Am I saying this word right? Philistine? So that's how you really feel, huh? I guess a snake who crawls in the gutters can never understand how it feels for a bird to soar. Even though he chose to side with stagnation, he never let it sully him or lost what was truly precious. Even though he chose to become an evil Oni, his pride for his swordsmanship never wavered. Calling him a heroic spirit swordmaster says far more about you than it does about him. He was a true master of the sword. He achieved a level that even surpassed my father. So shut your mouth, you damn ghost. You can't even hope to understand how great Lord Yagyu was. Oh god, I just realized the glaze. If you truly hated this world, you would just be killing people instead of transforming them into monsters. That's not an act of anger, it's envy. You have no right to speak of things like that anywhere, let alone in a keep built for governing people. You certainly do yap a lot for someone who disgraced himself at Shimabara. But then I suppose that was a different Musashi. Shinmen Musashi, I see you are every bit the swordsman I heard you were. Most who dedicate themselves to the sword are fools who cast aside everything else to master it, but not you. No ordinary stick-waving swordsman can speak of heaven and earth. Only one who has achieved everything can speak a single ultimate truth. You have learned much over your quest to master every martial art and deadly sword stroke. Heh, you may be my enemy, but I commend you nonetheless. How truly admirable. Why are you smiling about that? Don't tell me you actually pity me. I do. You could never have faced me if you were aware of what you have done. You called me a ghost, Musashi. I could say exactly the same of you. I have indeed crossed between many worlds seeking my revenge and lost my humanity even as I remained human. But the same is true of you. I do not know why you began traveling across worlds, nor do I care. The fact remains that you have lost your humanity as well. You are nothing more than a monster who no longer has the right to call herself human. Surely even you must have realized that no one truly has a need of you. Of course not. You are merely a drifter, an unwanted outsider in every world you visit. I can see from your expression that you hope to return to your own world someday, but that will never happen. But not because you lost sight of your way home, Musashi. Ordinarily, those like us who fall into another world are sent back to our own through each world's innate restorative power. But in your case, you simply fell into yet another world. That can only mean one thing. You did not lose sight of the way home. Your world as you knew it is gone. You have no home there. No one who remembers you. Your very existence has been erased. That is your true identity, Shinmen Musashi. Like me, you are a ghost reviled by the world. He doesn't know what he's talking about, Musashi. We need a welfare Aresh. True, we got a welfare Ishtar. Thank you, CloudyCrow. Now that you mention it, I guess you and I are like two peas in a pod. You're right, it is strange. You can't travel across worlds and still call yourself human. What are you saying, Lady Musashi? That's not true. That's not true at all. You're the one who said all that matters is who you choose to be. That's still true whether or not you have a home to return to. You bet it is. That's why this isn't bothering me. Doesn't matter one damn bit to me. Doesn't matter, you say? Nope. You may have gone around crossing worlds out of hate, but I do it out of desire to be free. I do still look for a way back home, but it's not that important. I can stop whenever I want. You know who I think would be great friends? Musashi and Drake. I think they'd get along nicely. Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said it didn't really hurt to hear my way back is gone. But that doesn't matter now. Even if the world does see us the same way, that doesn't mean I'm about to let you get away with this. Sorry to go on for so long. Lord Muramasa, CloudyCrow. But don't worry about me. I'm always in good spirits, so let's focus on giving this guy what's coming to him. All the world crossing you've done and the best you can do is an act of evil built upon your grudge and resentment. There's not a trace of honor in that. This is going to be our last grand battle. I will cut you down and stop you. Lord Kotaro, Lord Muramasa, and CloudyCrow, my trusted partner from a far-off world. This is the last Swordmaster duel we'll have to fight. Would you do the honors? Let this final Swordmaster duel begin! Let it rip! Anniversary Shinji will be the lowest selling Annie character. Dang. Wait, Shinji? Oh no. Don't tell me he's here. First anti-servant to bring $1 shinjillion. $1 shinjillion. Grand battle. Whoa, we didn't get the whole announcement. Oh, here we go. No, we didn't. That's Leonidas talking. Oh, wow. 1 card for her. Okay, so you guys said I just pop this and then use the others, right? Because you get a skill rank up every turn. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Please don't lose this easy fight. I have no idea what she does. I don't even know if I'm using her skills right. Increase NP gauge for yourself. Gain C stars. Well, yeah. I was gonna use taunt. But I mean for her, what do I do? Does he know Amakusa's NP? Yes. From what I remember, because it screwed me over last time we fought him in the prison tower. From what I remember, I believe he has an AoE that also removes your buffs. If I am correct. He has an AoE that removes your buffs before he attacks. Bruh, he already forgot? No, you guys never explained it! While I was reading it, I asked, what does this do? And like 3 people were like, don't worry about it. So now I don't know what this does. I see skill rank up can be stacked. The second and third skills can rank up by a maximum of 2. So, but it gives you a stack every turn, right? Yeah, it gives you rank up every turn. So do I wait to get 2 stacks and then use these? Is that how it goes? Pop skill 1, wait for 2 stacks, then use another skill. Okay, thank you. Omakaseo. Ii desho. He's debuff immune too. Critical up. Alright. That's 1 down. Ooh, Leonidas is 65, so he might live a bit. And he only has target focus 1 turn, but let's use it. Okay. So it's upgrading as we speak. Okay, dang. Again? No way he still didn't kill. Oh my god. Okay, so now we use these. Oh, and this is good timing too. Okay. So this counts as a mental debuff, right? Oh, he's immune to mental debuff, so it doesn't even matter. But we can do this. We shouldn't need to use any of those right now. He can cook and burn it. We shouldn't need to explain it, learn it. Alright, and while I'm learning it, if I get wiped, you guys are gonna be like, wow, he doesn't even know what he's doing. Let's see how much this did. Easy break. Oh my. Yeah, we're getting it back. Or close? Close. 91. If he hits us, we get it back. Superiority. Oh! Okay. We got our NP back. Now, if you could just hit this guy, that'd be great, because what the heck is this? Oh my god. Alright, that doesn't look like it did a whole lot. Yeah. Okay. Now let's see if we can make something happen here. How much longer does it last? Okay, so these last 3 and 4 turns, but we did lose the skill 1. So I could pop it and then use it again. Maybe I should wait. Well, he removes debuffs. He removes debuffs. And we already have guts still, so. Maybe he doesn't remove all buffs. Maybe he doesn't remove all buffs. Maybe it's just like 1 or 2. Okay. Maybe we do this? Yeah. Let's go for it. It's all buffs. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was hoping it wasn't the case. Okay. Oh. Wait, is it single target or? Let me see. No, it is AoE. So did it just miss on Leonidas? What was that I saw? There was like some white text that popped up above his head. So did he miss the... Oh, it must have been something else that he did. Dang, I wish I could see his NP here. Okay. Guess we might as well... Well, we lost all of our buffs. Maybe we should have used... No. So use this. And then we don't need to use our NP right now. Let's just do... Let's... set up? Maybe do like this. So we can get some C stars and get a good amount of NP too. Calm and composed. Oh, close! You freak! Let's hope we can get some crits. Okay. Ooh, will this do it? There we go. Nice, nice. Alright. Cool, cool. That's interesting. A character that can raise her skills beyond 10 is kind of crazy. Oh, I needed those! I actually needed those hearts. Okay. Gah, you foolish little girl. Can you not see that this is meaningless? Very well, no more games. Ordinarily, I would not use this spell on the likes of you, but you have pushed my patience to its limits. You said my plan is an act of envy, of resentment? Let me show you firsthand what sort of hell gave birth to that resentment. Lord Muramasa, Lady Musashi, Lady CloudyCrow, get back! Too slow by half, you scoundrels. Far too slow for a would-be guardian or an assassin. Now you shall experience my anguish for yourselves. Reality Marble, the Hell of Shimobata! Alright. Dang. This is dramatic. A field of fire. What is this place? What is this? It's so dim I can barely see anything. Everywhere I look, it's nothing but haze and fire. Oh, those... Wait. Are these... These aren't eyes in the distance, right? This is just like... embers or something? This must be a reality marble. An enclosed space the sorcerer created himself. I can't see any of you, but I can sense your presence. Please stay where you are. This air is highly poisonous. If you aren't careful, a mere breath can burn your lungs to ash. How? What? If you aren't careful, a mere breath can burn your lungs to ash. How do you be careful in this place? Like, what? Be careful not to breathe, or else you could die. But if you don't breathe, you're gonna die. Damn it, there's nothing here for me to cut. Lady Kanon's protection won't help me here. This world is completely closed off, or rather, this is that sorcerer's original world. I may have lost mine, but he must have engraved his world in his soul this whole time. So that's why we're seeing a picture scroll of the hell that was Shimobata, eh? I thought this looked familiar. So this was your own hell on earth, Shimobata. Indeed, I trust you can hear me, Shinji Muramasa. This domain is the very heart of my fury. It does not suffer any living person to survive. What's more, my reality marble has no exit. It is naught but wave upon wave of hellish suffering and resentment. Now dash yourselves upon its shores like so much foam. Apologize to those of us who suffered here before you break upon its waves. Rejoice and hear the gospel that has appeared before my eyes. Onraido Castle is now fully powered and ready to receive its sacrifice. Ah, I see the sky melting down. It is greater than I could ever have imagined. Beautiful, so this is the end of the world, the gift Lord Satan has bestowed upon me. Ha ha ha, I have waited so long for this moment. At last, my endless wandering has been rewarded. It is a miracle that this scenery has finally spread to reality. No one can stop this now. No one. So your castle's pretty much done, huh? You should have kept that to yourself, sorcerer. What? Did he cut the air? Okay. Muramasa. Grandpa? Muramasa? That's right. I don't have any idea where any of you are. So just keep your trap shut for a moment. At long last. Ooh, this music! It's time to do what I was brought here to do in the first place. You think there's nothing any of us can do to stop this now? You're a fool. Of course there is. Is he smithing in the middle of this reality marble? Though I am not Jubei, the invincible swordmaster. Though I am not Hanzo, the great spy master. Though I am not Abe no Seimei, like your so-called caster. Though I am nothing more than a swordsmith. Why was it that I was summoned? You could never figure it out, and so you have lost. Dang, I love that guitar. I once sought to forge the ultimate blade, not one that cuts through flesh, bone, or the living. I sought a blade that terminates enmity, a blade that severs bonds, severs certainty, severs karma. That is to say, to be free of one's fate. He said nothing! Oh snap. The blade is complete. Sheet! Oh snap! You can see the like magical circuits and everything too. Forging thousands of swords to create a barrow of blades. Many paths converge here, ending desires flow here. Unjust deaths gather here. My whole life has been for this single swing. The heart of the blade is here. Accept this blow for my Tsumukari Muramasa. Alright. I'm hype, I'm hype. Tsumukari! The sword that emerged from the tail of Yamato no Orochi? Did I say that right? Yamato no Orochi? In the ancient age of gods? Now I see. Mochizuki Chiyome. Shuten Doji. Ha 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 ha. So my Jesuit sorcery is always fated to end this way. Nani? Tsumukari? Dang! Just cut the whole castle clean in half. I hope we got out of there first. What the heck? Nope, we're still in there. But how? How did your sword reach me from within my reality marble? Because your own Raido Castle shares part of its name with Edo Castle. Haven't you heard? The Demon Blade Muramasa is said to be Tokugawa's downfall. In the end, your own plot doomed itself. I don't get any of this. I didn't understand any of that. If you hadn't rhymed your own castle's name with theirs, you might have succeeded. Ha 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 ha. Dang, shut him up real quick. What is this? How can a mere metal blade pierce my heart? It's a kunai, a souvenir from Paraiso. You're going to disappear, along with all the hate and suffering of everyone you turned into a heroic spirit swordmaster. You may look like the Amakusa Shirotoki Sada I know, but you're twisted beyond recognition. It's time for you to die, and apologize to everyone you wronged. I can't believe I die. That my great work ends at the hands of a little ninja boy. Retribution! This is fire. Alright. Something's telling me that's not the end, though. You still have a couple nodes left. So the whole place is on fire now, huh? I guess the castle started to fall apart after I died. After it died. Sword fated to kill castle. Different castle names sound similar. Thus, it somewhat kills this castle too. Okay, okay. Basically, the castle is conceptually weak to Muramasa. Got you. Little ninja boy. Yeah, that's crazy disrespectful. I'd be pissed if I was Kotaro. Where are CloudyCrow and Musashi? They must be on the other side of the keep. They'll just have to escape on their own then. I'm sure they'll manage with Musashi around. Kotaro, get the princess and jump clear of the castle, down to street level. She'll breathe in too much smoke if you take the stairs. Maybe you can handle it, but a human surely can't. Hurry! Right away. Come on, Lord Muramasa. You need to hurry too. I know. I guess this wraps everything up. Hopefully the others manage to get away. Well, looks like my time has come. No! You didn't even get to say bye to Onui and Tasuke. Lord Muramasa, that light. Don't tell me. Your ether is collapsing. I used the Tsumukari in a oh, here's the music. I used the Tsumukari in a body that isn't divine. Of course I'm gonna fall apart. But I did what I was put here to do. There shouldn't be a problem with me checking out a little early, right? Can't say I'm going out with no regrets, though. I swear, those kids were a handful. Making katana is no different from raising kids. What an idiot I was, reaching a divine level of swordsmithing back when I was still alive. Dang. Yeah, Amakusa defeated by wordplay, true. It's time for infinite yapping. Yep. FGO is about watching your friends die. A saber? We fight Musashi. Wait, no, we have her here. Oh, snap! Musashi solo? Okay. Let's see. How don't I give her this? Give her a bit of assistance. And we get to summon him in a few years. Nice! Youch! It's so high. Why is the castle on fire? Muramasa and Kotaro must have won. Whoa, really? Hey, you're right. The air's normal again. Well, except for all the heat. Ha! Should have expected Lord Muramasa to swoop in at the last minute and take all the glory. I never knew that was how it was spelled. I'd have liked to be the one to finish the sorcerer off myself, but the important thing is that he's gone. Now, we'd better get out of here on the double. Why'd everything have to be on fire? Let's hurry back to the ground. I bet the sorcerer must have known the jig was up and decided to go out with a bang or something. Anyways, we need to hurry. Come on, let's... Huh? Is there someone on the other side of the fire? Oh, I was wondering what happened to that. What the heck, bro? This guy... This is the hidden final boss. This is the Thug Finals right here. This is the Thug Finals. My apologies, but you cannot use these stairs. Not as long as I'm here. We already won the tournament. We won Grand Finals. And then we have this random gym coming up, like, forgetting someone. You. Oh, snap. You know what? I could kind of see it. I could kind of see it with the hair. It was just a different pose than what I'm used to. Or a different model than what I'm used to. I thought it was either him or it was the, what was his name? The guy with the red hair. The samurai guy with the red hair. I could have taken that girl's head clean off just now, but I chose not to. The Lord Sorcerer only asked me to kill Shinmen Musashi. He said nothing about that girl. Get out of here, CloudyCrow. Don't worry about me. Just go. Musashi. I can't... Bro is still defending staircases. That was a good one. That was a good one. Oh my gosh. Which samurai with red hair? The one from America that had that battle with Skahak. That guy. I can't believe I've met two exceptional swordsmen on the same day. The samurai's skill is truly godly. He's at least several times strong. Okay, why are you glazing him in the middle of a burning building? On the other side of the burning flames, the lone swordsman flashed a breezy smile. You know what he looks like? You know his name. That man pursued a single skill to utter perfection. A man who could cut a flying swallow several times in a single stroke. The wielder of a fearsome ultimate technique. A man later generations are not certain ever even existed. His name is... Sasuke Kojiro. I don't know who you are or where you came from, but it looks like you've got some business with me. You sure you want to do this now, amid this blaze? If you don't get... Whoa, what was that? If we don't get out of here soon, we're both goners. Racist Crow? How am I racist? Indeed. I don't want to throw my life away. I am well aware of the situation. Once I have finished with you, I will quit this place and retire to safety. Beautiful though you may be, I do not intend to perish with you here. Prepare yourself, Lady Musashi. Okay, bro. I can't change your mind about this. We don't have any reason to kill each other, do we? No, we don't. I do have a debt to repay the sorcerer, but at this point I believe a simple offering will suffice. There's but one reason for us to fight. We two skilled swordsmen have come face to face. You're right, I take it back. We have all the reason in the world. We may never have met before, but I know your name. It looks like my destiny has finally caught up with me. I hate you guys. I hate you all. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. Now the only thing left to do is put everything I have into this fight. Thanks for waiting for me, Sasuke Kojiro. I see. So that is my name. Well then, permit me to formally introduce myself. I am the true Sasuke Kojiro. I am the only swordsman who can wield the laundry drying pole. My apologies. If it is Ganryu you desire, it is not to be so today. Let's assume that the name comes later. That you are Kojiro is what matters. Agreed. It matters not who you are, or whether you are male or female. As long as you fight with Niten Ichiryu, you are worth defeating. The path I have traveled has been a solitary one. As a swordsman, that has been my way of life. I have drifted through the rift of history like a phantom, focused solely on perfecting my swallow reversal. But now you are here, Musashi, a beautiful flower blooming before my eyes. It does not matter where, it does not matter when. The duel itself may be void of meaning or purpose. None of that matters to the two warriors. That is what your intuition tells you. After all, once these two meet, once Musashi finally encounters Kojiro, there is only one possible outcome. You're right, I couldn't have said it better myself. Dang, okay, the sound effects. The time has come. Neither heroic spirits nor sword masters, we are two creatures that live and die by the sword. It is through history's greatest duel, that we will prove who we are. This shall be the ultimate duel. Alright. He has the fishing pole from Dark Souls 1. That's instantly what I was reminded of. When they said that he is the wielder of the drawing pole or whatever it's called. Sasuke is probably Musashi's most known duel. They will burn inside the building because the glazing goes on for too long. True. We very literally don't know what you meant. Yo! Okay, we get the flames in the background. Animated. Ooh, I like this music. Sasuke Kojiro! Here we go. Boom! Finally, Musashi's time to do something. So this is just ignore Invincible and Buster, and then this one is Invincible, C-Star drop rate, and remove debuffs. Okay. Let's pop this. And then... boom! Let's see. How much does it give? Oh my god, that gives a lot. Holy crap. Okay. 200%. Now. Removes buffs for a single enemy too. Should we use this? I kind of want to wait to use this. I kind of want to wait. Because I feel like he's going to bring out his evade sometime soon. So let's just go. Boom. Boom, boom. Triple Buster. Now they said the animation changed. Let's see if it's noticeable. Okay. This thing again. Oh! Wait. Huh? What changed? Don't tell me it's the eye patch. Oh, okay! There we go. Cut the whole screen in half. She's now able to cut through the void. Alright. Here we go. Oh, I should have. I'm stupid. I should have picked one of the other busters. Well, I think we got the crit anyway, so. There we go. Now the evade's up. Shoot, we're running out of sea stars. We could go triple buster again, but our crits aren't too high. Is this one turn, Guts? It is. Shoot! Let's just do it. Just do it. Shing! And we remove the buffs. Wait, I wonder how that works. Because it looked like the buff removal happened in the middle of the NP. So, if we didn't use the ignore invincible... What the heck? Okay. If we didn't use the ignore invincible, would the first couple hits have done nothing? Then we remove the buffs, and then the last 3 hits would have affected them? That's weird. Normally, I see the buff removal at the beginning or at the very end. So it happening in the middle there is a little interesting. Let's see. As their blades clashed, their power and technique seemed evenly matched. No, not only that, their skills had now surpassed everything. Time, space, existence, essence. Each was the other's perfect mirror image. One, the Zero Sword, attempting to surpass Mooney-sized Peerless One, the culmination of a life spent pursuing a single answer. Faced with untold options, it carefully evaluates, crushes, and discards each of them. A finite skill that only arrives at a single correct answer. A blade that shaves existence down to a single possibility, the ultimate extreme, remaining only as a something. That is Musashi's Zero, a sword designed to bring about an inescapable end, even against gods or the Buddha. The other, a sword that becomes one with endlessness, a path that accepts countless possibilities. Ordinarily, given the limits of time and space, only a single slash can be made at any given moment. His sword accepts that, and at the same time, creates many other answers, a sword of infinity. A strike that pushes its existence to the ultimate transparency, only to still have something to hold on to. That is Kojiro's Swallow Reversal, a sword designed to create a future that not even gods nor the Buddha could evade. What the hell? The realm of the infinite, or alternatively, the realm of nothingness. The void. Here there is no time, no space, no fate, no good, and no evil. It is devoid of thought or feeling, a place that only those who have achieved true mastery with their blades can reach. Or alternatively, it is a dream, a vision of hell that all villains see before they die. Musashi! Kojiro! Their swords cross but for a moment, yet in that moment, infinite possibilities play out. How long will they stay here, alone, attempting to kill each other? Their duel seems as though it will continue forever with no end in sight. Naruto! That is not a world. It is neither a chronicle theoretical phenomenon, nor a pruning theoretical phenomenon. It is something beyond even the rift of... Okay, we get it! Even the rift of reality and dreams. An impossible domain where infinity and zero clash endlessly. And yet, there is another one here who observes them. You bear witness to their duel. Oh, me? Me? You talking to me? You will see how this miraculous, once-in-a-lifetime battle ends. In this clash between fighters, there can only be one victor. So who will you watch? Who is the swordsman you will stand behind as they bask in their victory? Who will it be? Who is it you hold in your gaze? Man, what if I wanted to pick Kojiro? Don't even give me a choice. Then it is decided, as you watch over them. In this instant, the Zero Sword shall defeat the Infinite Sword. That'd be cool if you could, like, choose the ending. You could choose who you want to win. Hurrah! Oh, snap. It's the fate. Tell them, through their encounter, though their encounter was like fate itself, tell them it is time to say goodbye. It's over. The winner, Shinmen Musashi Harunobu. My goat got slimed by a technicality. Ah, what a wonderfully fulfilling time that was. I hope you feel the same, Shinmen Musashi Harunobu. Now that I have finally experienced this, I think I will go on ahead. Or perhaps I will disappear into a rift that shall never see the light of day and be done with it. Although, the chronicle theoretical phenomenon was it? If there is someone in the throne of heroes, even just one man who resembles me, I wish I could share this experience with him. Farewell, Musashi. You were indeed the most heavenly flower I have ever known. And there he burns. Oh, snap. Come on, open your eyes, Musashi. Snap out of it. Ugh. Oh, I must have lost consciousness. So I guess this means that swordsman is gone. It's okay, you don't have to say anything. I know he's gone. If he was still here, he'd be here smiling as he watched me sleep. So that's what Sasuke Kojiro is like as a swordsman, huh? No, Musashi! Looks like the flames are getting pretty close. CloudyCrow. Alright, cameraman, what are we doing here? Thank you. You inspired me to try fighting for what was right. But, in the end, it looks like I'm going to die by the sword. I guess. Yeah, that does sound like me. Since when have you been one to just give up? Come on, let's get out of here! Don't say that! Yeah, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking, fighting a duel in a castle going up in flames. Now here I am, without the strength to run away. What a fool I am. You know? Just this morning when I was looking up at the sky, I decided I'd accept whatever happened to me. I thought if it helped me reach the void, zero, I would try doing something I usually don't. Even if I embarrassed myself and people pointed and laughed at me, I'd give it my all and see where it led. Of course, I didn't think everything would go this perfectly overnight. Or that someone would be here with me through it all. I never thought things would turn out like this. I guess you've been watching over me right to the end now, huh? So. Dang. Aura! Holy. Her aura! It's paralyzing! I can't even move! This is the least I can do to pay you back. Yeah! Did she throw us? What? Did she just fling me out of the castle? Farewell. Thank you, CloudyCrow. And watch me just die. Lady CloudyCrow, why did you jump out of the keep? Thank goodness I just barely caught you. If I hadn't been here... We have to go back! Musashi's still in there! Her aura is paralyzing me. I can't move, but from the tears. Dang. You'll be okay, right? I'm sure Kotaro or Grandpa Muramasa will catch you. Dang. I guess this is the end of my journey. I reached 0. I finally managed to achieve what I've been working for all my life. And since I found it, that's it. Now that I've reached the 0 state, there's nothing left for me to do, besides my own world is long gone. This has all been a wonderful yet fragile dream. I have no regrets. Well, maybe I don't love that I'm going to go out watching a fire. I guess I'm even greedier than I thought. If I had my choice, I'd want the last thing I ever see to be the big, beautiful blue sky. Dang. This is that moment in the anime where the protagonist comes back and grabs their hand, like the... you think it's over, and then you just hear the... and then you pull them to safety. Dude, that's... oh my god, bro. They could have made this peak. Yes, yes, now Cloudy can finally play Samurai Remnant. Man. Alright, now we have a no battle here, and then I think there's one more no battle. Too much shonen, true. A little too much shonen there. And then Li Shuen appears with a steel chair. It sounds like a hawk is crying somewhere in the distance. You watch too much anime? You're right. You got me there. Distinguished Elder. Surely it is too soon for you to coop yourself up in here in Reigondo. I can see you are fairly withered, but you cannot be older than 60 at most. Do you mean like the FGO Part 1 ending? Exactly. Exactly. Seems my destiny has finally arrived. You're late. I am very sorry, but I'm glad to see I'm not too late. You're well past too late. I can feel death reaching out to me even now. It's reached the point where I'm thinking about my mother. Thinking about what? Thinking back on your mother. Haha, you are a deal more soft-hearted than I thought, Lord Shinmen Musashi. You watch your mouth. At any rate, it's good of you to finally come. I've been awaiting you for so long. I never thought you would be the one to keep me waiting. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I cannot rid myself of my regrets. Look, these hands of mine can no longer hold 2 swords. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Please forgive me. This is nothing to forgive. Please hold your head high, distinguished elder. I must say you have chosen a wonderful hermitage. It's completely cut off from all the outside world's din. Were I to live a long life and grow old in peace, I believe I would choose just such a place as this little shrine for my last days. It is so quiet and peaceful. There's no hustle and bustle of the town to be heard, only the slow passage of time. I see you have reached a state quite unlike the one I attained. Haha, ha ha ha. Of all the things I thought you might say, praising my final resting place certainly wasn't one of them. You are terrible at giving compliments. Here, there is no time, no space, no fate, no good, and no evil. Iodi is all grown up. Iodi mentioned he's carrying on for Mikinosuke admirably. I think he was a chief retainer for the daimyo, last I heard. I am going to die. That is why I've been waiting for you, my destiny. I must say, though, I've never seen such a handsome swordsman before. You look like a cool summer breeze made flesh and blood. Your swordsmanship must be beautiful to behold. My destiny, bro, the glaze never ends. Beautiful, you say. You are my superior in the art of giving compliments by far. I am but a simple eccentric. All I ever did was hide away in the mountains and spend my days swinging my sword. I may be an eccentric swordsman, but I am a far cry from a swordmaster like you. Swordmaster, eh? Is that what some people call me? Now that you mention it, I suppose I ran into a few of them myself at some point. Still, hee. Master is quite an exaggeration. I am nothing more than a washed-up old man. Exaggeration? You are the Shinmen Musashi! You will certainly leave behind more than enough legends to earn that title of master. Miyamoto Musashi, Shinmen Musashi. There's not a swordsman alive who does not yearn to be you. And I have no doubt there will be many more to follow in your footsteps. You will become a legend. I am sure of that much, if nothing else. A legend, eh? I am just an old man. I was wild and crazy in my youth, but in my old age I tried to act a little wiser. But as you can see in the end, I'm still just a shriveled up old man dying all alone. Still, I suppose there were one or two people who reached out to me. There was the old monk who never led a lecture he didn't like. Oh, and a young man and woman who followed me around sometimes. Do we know who those people are? Those people are why I am still alive today. No one can survive all on their own after all. Of course, by the time I realized that, I was already all alone. At any rate, that's all I had to say. Sorry to subject you to an old man's grumbling. I believe you are slightly off the mark there, distinguished elder. As you said, you raised Miyamoto Yodi to be a fine young man, and you are leaving behind the Niten Ichiryu as your legacy. You may be alone here in Reigando now, but stories of your life will continue to spread well after your death. I guess you could say it's fate. Roll credits. Now that I have finally experienced this, I think I'll go on ahead. All I have is my body and my techniques. Once I die, they will both be as dust in the wind. Stop that. Now you're the one sounding like an old man. I don't want to see you looking so forlorn. You give yourself far too little credit. You are a refined swordsman. You are the embodiment of the wind and more than worthy of being called my rival. Our duel was not to be in this life, but perhaps someday in a different time and place. Ah, if only this were hell. Then I could devour Oni flesh, stand, and take up my blades. Kojiro. Worry not, there's no need to mourn our unrealized duel. What? I did duel Musashi only moments ago. I saw for myself what Niten Ichiryu was capable of. Oh, I must have lost consciousness, so I guess this means that swordsman is gone? Shinmen Musashi did indeed appear before me and reached a zero. I assure you that is the truth. I see. Then I shall take your word for it. I see. So Musashi did reach the void and came to no zero. That is good to hear, Sasuke Kojiro, my destiny. Very good to hear, indeed. Just what I needed to put my soul at peace. So is this implying that the real Musashi, the Musashi of this world, how do I explain it? The OG Musashi was alive in this world. He was just hidden in this cave the whole time. Farewell, Musashi. Farewell, Shinmen Musashi no Kami Fujiwara no Harunobu. Farewell, my greatest rivals. I am grateful we had the chance to meet, even as we were never meant to. This is fate of Samurai Remnant. Oh my god. A Samurai Remnant. Castletown. Yeah, I guess it implies he never reached zero. Yep, he never reached zero, but the female one was able to reach it. Alright. You see you again someday, flower at the apex of heaven. Also, my goat never even died. He walked that Musashi fight off like a hangover. Yeah, true! Actually, dude just passed out, and he was unscathed too. He didn't have a scratch on him. I'm looking up at the sky, even though I no longer have eyes to look or a head to think. I wonder how this is possible. I can feel it. The kind of big blue sky I love is right above me. Ah, where's the bird? There, I see it. It's beautiful. Dude, they are alright. You can't keep spamming this music. It's not special when you spam it like this. It's beautiful. So nice. Oh wait, is it beautiful? Or just nice? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm feeling really good right now, so I'm just going to go with beautiful. The sunlight, the breeze, it's all perfect. It makes me want to spill everything I've been keeping to myself. Like what happened when I first came here to Shimosa. When those creatures first showed up after I met Onui and Tasuke. If I'd been all alone, if Onui, Tasuke, and you hadn't been there, I probably would have just ran away. Heck, I might not even have stopped you until I'd reached Edo or Ichigo. That's me. I'm Miyamoto Musashi, a woman always wandering from place to place. I'm nothing like the good guys in fairy tales who always do what's right. If anything, I'm closer to being a miscreant or a villain. Sure, if I see something unfair happening right in front of me, or a bunch of people about to get slaughtered, then I'm compelled to do something about it. But then scrambling to deal with the fallout after you get caught up in trouble, well, it's a lot different from fighting over and over like this. I've never done that before. It also implies that Musashi never met the real Kojiro. Interesting. Yeah, because he was talking about how, like, he said, like, sorry, I think he said, like, maybe in another world I could have battled you in my prime or something. Basically saying, like, he's an old man now. He doesn't have what it takes to give him a worthy battle. And then Kojiro was like, don't worry, I got my worthy battle. I love my life, going wherever the wind takes me, but nothing but Lady Kano's protection. But you know, CloudyCrow, I didn't dislike the constant fighting I did with you in Shimosa. If anything, I really liked it. After all, you say we do this to survive, that it isn't that big of a deal. But when I fought alongside you, I think I was a swordsman who really fought for what's right. Someone who stood up to those with power and helped those too weak to fight for themselves. I think it was your bravery that showed me the way. Without you, I'd never have made it through Shimosa. Ah, it was wonderful. I had so much fun. It was way better than lying down watching the sky go by. I never imagined I'd ever get to experience so many wonderful things at once. Hehe, not to mention that in the end, I got to face off with my fated rival. A one-on-one duel with an incredible samurai. A fighter. Let me get some water real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, let's continue. A one-on-one duel with an incredible samurai, a fighter whose origin is the opposite of mine. and whose sword contained infinite possibilities. I can't thank you enough, CloudyCrow. I finally encountered my destiny. It was here that I reached the void and obtained my Zero Sword. FBI, it's more than I could ever have hoped for. I only have 2 regrets. Yes, just 2. First, I regret that I never got to eat lunch at Grandpa Muramasa's hermitage. But you got to eat breakfast. What the heck? Second, udon. Udon, in the end, I never got to try Shimosa's udon. Not even once. But those things aside, everything else was perfect. I made it to the end. I gave it everything I had. I really pulled it off, CloudyCrow. I wish I could tell you how grateful I am just one more time. From the beginning of my heart... Hold on. Wait, this is kind of fire. The foreshadowing. You guys remember my thumbnail a few streams back? Let me see if I can pull it up. Let's see. This one, right here. Oh, I love this. Alright, let me show you guys. The foreshadowing. I didn't even know this was gonna happen. I just did this because it felt like kind of like old school samurai poster. But this right here is just like it. The like faded model in the background. And then the scenery behind it. So good. I just feel like that's a staple of these old school, well, just old school movies in general. Like the old school samurai movies, but also the old school like Western movies as well have that. Did you see my meme, Cloudy? I see the ping, but I haven't... Or wait, is this it? Let me see. Is this the meme? Wait, no. That's not it. Is it in the memes section? Oh my god, yeah, I saw this one. This is actually good. Actually good. This one right here. Wish I could make it full screen. But yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I can't even be mad at it because it's true. How far back did you go? Let's see. We got June 2026. April 2026. Oh my god. Oh wait, these are just kind of scrambled all over the place. Oh my god, yeah. Is it really that bad, guys? Is it really that bad? Oh no. Ooh. Oh no! December 2025? Oh man. Every time I see the silhouette in the sky, I'm reminded of the Ah meme. I think I know which one you're talking about. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, forget about all of that. Forget about all of that. Right now, let's enjoy the finale of Shimosa. Everything's wrapping up. Let's see if we get to say goodbye to Onui and Tasuke. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so glad I met you. Fire. It gets bad, Cloudy. I feel like I suffer withdrawals. The Friday curse is unbeatable. Oh no. What's the meme about? Oh. Nothing. It's not about anything. Nothing at all. Let's see. It checks out with Bart holding the phone. I feel like I've seen it. Let me try looking it up. You're talking about Bart from The Simpsons, right? I don't see it. All I'm seeing are images of Bart getting strangled. Femcrow allegations never stop. What? Where is this coming from? Oh, because of Kiyohime here. Oh, Bartholomew. Okay, got you. No, it's Bartholomew Roberts, silly. Bart. Yeah, I haven't met Bart. Not at all. But if you're saying he's from the event, then I might meet him soon. Thank you so much. I haven't started the event, I'm not gonna lie. I've been grinding for freaking Jekyll this whole time. Thank you so much, Lady CloudyCrow. I'm sorry I can't repay your kindness in the way you deserve. Since the castle was destroyed, I'm afraid this is the only kind of place we can meet. On behalf of my father and the townspeople, you have our utmost gratitude. Huh? Yes, that's right. We will rebuild the castle later, after we've taken care of the town. It may never be quite like it was before, but I still want to bring the Toki Castle town back to a point where it can be considered a second Edo, yes. I don't know if it will make a good offering to those who lost their lives, but I hope to do my best all the same. Bart is farther in the game than you are. Oh, really? You don't say. Wait a second. What the heck? What happened to your profile picture, evil CloudyCrow? What is going on here? And what happened to AI CloudyCrow? I swear, you two are never here at the same time. You must coordinate your attacks together. Be like, alright, I'm gonna show up on these streams. Oh, I got a call out today. Can you cover my shift? I'll make sure it's done, even if I have to open all my coffers to do it. I was originally planning on returning to Edo myself. I know how to clean up after a fire, so I should be able to help. Of course, now that my establishment is ruined, I don't know where I can ply my trade. Ah. Then what about an emergency meal station? This area managed to escape relatively unscathed. I killed that guy. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm glad someone did it. But it's a disaster zone near the castle. What do you say? I'm sure the laborers and builders will be thrilled. Or shut him off or whatever. What? I only just finished babysitting. Don't you think it would be better to ask someone with a little more muscle to help out with things like that? Say, come to think of it, where is Musashi anyways? I haven't seen Muramasa since that night either. Do you know where they are now? Who's gonna tell her? Who's gonna tell her? AI CloudyCrow is overseas, if I recall correctly. Wait, he said this? He's on vacation? Wait, he said he was going on vacation? I'm afraid not, Master. I'm the only one here with a sure connection to Chaldea. I doubt Lord Muramasa's spirit origin will be registered. To borrow Lord Holmes's expression, this is the rift between dreams and reality. This world may indeed exist, but it also lies on the border between fantasy and illusion. I doubt the events that took place here will have any effect on human history whatsoever. I suppose you could say that none of this will affect our world, but I still think it's better to say none of this can affect our world. So that means... AI CloudyCrow is on the Gaza Strip. Bro. What are we even saying at this point? Right, we will never be able to set foot in this Shimosa again. Huh? You mean you're leaving, miss? I thought you were going to come back to Grandpa's hermitage with us. I'm sorry, I don't think we can. Sorry, Onui and Tasuke. Really? No, what will we do then? Don't go. Grandpa's gone away, and now you and Kotan are leaving too. I was afraid this would happen. I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do about it, so I'm afraid I don't know what to say. I don't blame you for being surprised. I know it... What? I know it, this is all very sudden. Is that a typo? I know it, this is all very sudden, but... Think about it like this. From now on, you two can choose where you want to go for yourselves. If you like, you can stay here in town and ask the princess or Lady Otama for help whenever you need it. We've already talked to them and they agreed. Or you can go back to the Hermitage. I have no doubt that Lord Muramasa left you a nice nest egg. For my part, I would recommend the former first. Connections are important after all. I know you'll miss everyone, but I'm sure Lord Muramasa wouldn't want to see you so dispirited like this. So please hold your head high. Okay. You're right. Grandpa always said he was going to go away someday, but I still miss him. I hope I can go to the lavatory by myself at night. Dang, why do we have to leave them, bro? You couldn't have at least had, like, Musashi stay here with them? Dang. She was the only one that wasn't actually summoned. Onui. But I'll deal with it. I have to. Because when I grow up, I want to be a samurai just like Musashi. See, it would have been perfect. And Musashi could have trained her, and then she could have become a servant that we could use. Onui and Tasuke, they could be a duo. I'm gonna be strong. I'm gonna be big and strong and beautiful just like her. Gaga ga goo! That sounds great, and Lord Tasuke certainly seems to approve. The last Goo Goo Ga, yep. It's the last one. Please, Lord Muramasa did say that traveling like Lady Musashi wasn't a bad idea. That's true, he did. Yep. Dang. Cloudy missing Tasuke's Gaga? Nah, low-key, I kind of am. AI Cloudy probably went to Dubai to look at feet. Alright. Alright. It should have been me! No. Oh man. AI CloudyCrow, wherever you are, bro, I hope you're living your best life, brother. The blue sky spread out above me. I looked up at the burned out remains of Tokei Castle. Onraido Castle collapsed, and now only the wreckage of the old Tokei Castle remains. Neither the castle walls with the creepy heartbeat nor the pillars were anywhere to be found. All the monster outbreaks were gone for good. Work on the castle's reconstruction had already begun. In fact, this area had been filled with people coming and going just a few moments ago. I helped out a little, but I don't think I'll be able to stick around to the end. In Chaldea's last transmission, they said the race shift should start in less than an hour. So this is the last time I'll ever come here. Tasuke would be a 6-star, too strong for this game, true. I haven't heard anything about any victims being found in the wreckage. There were no survivors, nor were there any casualties. Everyone who was in the castle after the abnormality broke out has been deemed missing. Along with everyone who went into the castle after it transformed. There was a breeze. A light, gentle breeze that seemed to leave as quickly as it arrived. Nani? Thinking I just heard something, I turned around. I see something glinting off in the distance. I desperately poured through the wreckage until all of a sudden, there it is. The eye patch. A katana tsuba. Oh, the blade guard. Huh, maybe I gotta look at it again. I don't remember these, like, straps coming off of the blade guard. No, wait. This is what she had on her when... Musashi. Dang. AI is hanging out with Miku Hatsune after the World Cup. I'm loving these. He's in a hard drive in some data center. Man. Sadly for them, there is no more Musashi. You need to officially meet Miyamoto Iori, Cloudy. Like, in the event? Is that where you first meet him? What the heck is this guy still doing here? Yeah, curse you, curse you, curse you! They're dead, dead, dead. Every blade I assembled here in Shimosa, all dead and gone. The 7 heroic spirit sword masters are finished. Shinran Musashi and the master of Chaldea finished us all off. After all those screaming anguished souls, after 5 nights, 1 human and 1 puppet gave their lives and killed countless others. The world remains unchanged. Life's struggle, its thirst. It's so bright, I can barely stand it. So this is what a fate worse than death feels like. Curse you. I won't be satisfied with just my entrails on the plate. I shall burn off all traces of reason and rob myself of my sanity. Curse you. Who could laugh off an overwhelming loss like that? Is he talking to himself? Is this the Green Goblin mask? No, wait. Hee 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 hee. Well done on your victory, humanity. His figure was that of a carnivorous beast, his voice like the ghost of an evil king. But the caster of Limbo was supposed to be dead. Wrong, wrong! Such a creature could never be the hollow vessel of a spirit origin, one of the 7 knights destined to save the world. No, this creature has consumed gods. Its purpose is to tear gods asunder, to make their flesh his own. He has taken in the dark god as his own personal son, and transformed the wicked god into his own magical energy. Wait, now that I think about it, is this the first singularity we've done that didn't have one of the demon gods? I think this is the first one we've gone through that didn't have a demon god. An ego that sprung forth driven by a powerful being, this demon's core brims with evil and malice. Indeed, his true name is not Abe no Seimei at all. It is Ashiya Doman, a monk turned onmyoji said to be Abe no Seimei's greatest enemy, who tried to overthrow the city's government together with Fujiwara no Akimitsu. An unabashed flower of evil, a voracious carnivorous beast. Ah, people, poor, scared people who have continually fended off dreadful things. You must not drop your guard. Fear the curtain of night. Tremble before the dark sun. The world is laden with the roots of evil. Ah, I am truly mortified, but I may have failed to materialize in Chaldea, but I believe I left behind some good sample data. And above all, I finally found lost history. A missing belt. A lost belt! Roll credits. This Shimosa was always twisted. A pruning theoretical phenomenon, a destroyed world in an alternate timeline that managed to survive. No, that is not right. A parallel world? Close, but not quite. This is something else. The Shimosa is part of human history without being a part of human history. It is another world observed by the god of a distant star. A world resembling a singularity, yet not one. What do you think, Lord Satan? Don't you find this fascinating? Hee 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 ha ha ha. No. That was only supposed to be a temporary name, but it was just so ridiculous. I mean, Satan of all things. Ha ha ha. It was only supposed to be a joke. But then, the Lord Sorcerer seemed to take quite a liking to it. Nevertheless, I admit I took the joke too far. Please accept my heartfelt apology, my beloved. Lord Blank. Okay, bro. He's here. Alright. He's back. You know what? For a second, I almost missed you. And now that you're here, it's like, alright, I kind of wish he was on vacation. What's up, AI CloudyCrow? Put some feet on the screen, dude. Alright, bro. Alright. My guess is he was in Dubai. But, you know, maybe he was on vacation. And since he's AI, you know, he's just able to travel through the internet and he was able to make it back. Losto Beluto. The 4 pillars are Shibuya, Seraph, Agartha, and Salem. Let's see. In other words, he's a ghost and a bitch. No one must hear that name. So for the moment, I will not permit these terrible sounds to reach anyone's ears. For that name is a great curse upon the entire world. Alright. There's more! Another no battle. I'm not gonna lie, the yapping is honestly getting to me, bro. That was a long no battle right there. Okay, this is just wrapping up, though. Welcome back, Senpai. I'm so glad you're safe and sound. You must be exhausted. It's good to be back, Mash. I've missed you. It's good to have you back too, Senpai. Kotaro got here ahead of you, and he filled us in on all the details he couldn't discuss during our transmission. Now we know that, even though you've been asleep this whole time, you were still fighting to help others, and to help us. Thank you, Senpai. I can't wait to hear all about your adventures. Caldea's library probably doesn't have any record of those events, but I'll be sure to make one myself. We still don't know the real identity of this Satan the heroic spirit sword masters mentioned, whether it was actually Satan or something else entirely. And above all, the things you experienced in your Dreamland adventure are very valuable. Even a normal race shift is a great feat in and of itself, but projecting your consciousness into its pseudo-body through a dream? And then encountering a world crosser on top of that, it was one mind blower after another. I'm going to thoroughly debrief you later, so make sure you're ready for that. But first, you should get plenty of rest. Your body may have technically been asleep, but your mind is fully active the entire time. So please take your time and rest up. There's no rush. I am kinda tired. Whoa! Shuten Doji! What's all the fuss about in here? Oh, you finally woke up. My, that's wonderful to hear, but Master, I'm a little worried. Don't you think you've slept a bit too much? The baddies are here. Didn't you hear? Master up and wandered off somewhere while she was dreaming. Oh my, it seems there's an irritating little fly buzzing around in here. How dreadfully unpleasant. I hear Master finally woke up. Hey, move aside. Don't you know better than to stand around blocking doorways? Oh, my apologies. I simply didn't notice. Tee-hee. I'm just poking my head in since my tails are too big to fit. Oh, hey, you're finally awake, Master. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but welcome back all the same. Anchin. I have really been looking forward to hear what you've been up to. I think we'd all like to hear that. Oh, I know. Since we're all here, why don't we throw a little banquet to welcome Master back? Lots of alcohol. Stuff happens and you can't take it back? Yes, that sounds like a great idea. Kiyohime. She's freaked out today. I'm sorry, everyone, but Senpai really needs her rest. It's good to be back, everyone. Where's Kotaro? Oh, snap. I see you've returned. I have nothing more to say. You fought a difficult battle in the Rift and came home to Chaldea. Hi, Mr. Missionary. I don't know who that is. Yeah, sure you don't, buddy. Didn't that girl tell you numerous times you need rest? Oh yes, before you go to sleep, check your desk. Huh? Let's see. It's from Onui and Tasuke. It's a Chaldea Comms Mystic Code. I wonder if someone forgot it, or maybe Monte Cristo put it here on purpose? My head is so foggy I can't think of who it could be. I'm not sleepy at all, but my head feels sluggish. How exactly am I supposed to rest up anyways? It feels like it would be weird to go back to sleep. Just as I was thinking that, the Mystic Code sprang to life. It gave off a quiet beep, then... What? Musashi? What's wrong? You look like you've just seen a ghost. Just kidding. Sorry if that was in poor taste. Give us a free copy of Musashi, you cowards. Let me see. I think he called this a video recording. Remember that missionary we met in Tokei Castletown? Well, someone who looks just like him told me to record this before I left on my journey. Well, to put it bluntly, I died. At least I thought I did, but the next time I woke up, there was this blue sky. And from there, I crossed over to some new worlds and kept going on my journey. After several crossings, I arrived at Chaldea. Well, actually, just outside Chaldea, it was freezing. Anyways, I ran into the missionary look-alike after that, and here we are. I tell you not to worry about me, but I guess that's kind of impossible, huh? Okay, remember that guy we talked to on your comms device thingy a while back? Holmes, the detective? He said I'm a heroic spirit who materialized here thanks to a Chaldea summoning spell. Basically, now that we've made a connection, my spirit origin got added as a heroic spirit after I died. So, he said it's no surprise. I can be summoned at Chaldea now. Ah, dang it. I can be summoned. So that means we still have to roll for her. I think he also said that now that I'm a servant, I've automatically forged a contract with you as my master. Oh, and he also said he found it strange that a what-if heroic spirit who ordinarily shouldn't exist could be summoned with the Chaldea summoning spell. Wouldn't be the first time. To be honest, I don't really understand any of this very well myself, but I think I'm probably not the same Musashi you fought alongside in Shimosa. I'm more like a shadow of that Musashi, so I may not be the person you know. But I'm still me, you know, a woman who loves to travel wherever the wind takes her. Anyways, I wish I could see you again. But by the time you watch this, I most likely won't be in Chaldea anymore. After all, it's a whole new world here, and I want to explore. Plus, I have to try 21st century udon. But I promise you this, if you ever need my help again, I'll move heaven and earth to find you. Especially since it looks like we made a pretty strong bond now. Well, anyways, there you have it. See you again someday, Master. See, they do all this talk about bonds and contracts and all this stuff just to not give us Shimosa. Just to not give us Musashi. Here we go. Boom! Absolute victory. Okay. Holy Grail. Boom. Even though this singularity didn't have anything to do with the Holy Grail, we still got one. Simple Spiritron dress. Oh, great. They give us a dress for the Musashi that we totally have. Musashi Summer Mode. We got a trial quest. We already did it, didn't we? Oh, they're refunding us for it. Nice. Great. Just what I wanted. Congrats on clearing Shimosa. Thank you. Thank you. 10 quartz. Okay. Just had to check. Just had to check. Of course she's not here. Of course. But anyways, next up we got Salem. So first, we gotta check out the PV. And then I think what I'm gonna do now, since we're at the like kind of middle point between two singularities. Well, first let me look up. Let me go to YouTube and look it up. Let's see. FGO Shimosa trailer. Okay. Nope, nope. Pause. Okay. Now, let me open this and then we swap. I also gotta mute this. Okay, and then swap to here. Alright, let's see. Epic of Remnant, Pseudo Singularity 3. So Musashi cutting up the ghosts. Okay. Chiome, Danzo, Kotaro. Oh my god, this is way too short. That was cool though. God, I wish we could see this animated, bro. Like, oh man, just imagine how cool Musashi would be in this, like if this were animated, or Muramasa, like they would be so sick. Gonzo. Then we have her, but they don't even show. They don't even show Shuten or Raiko or what's his name? The guy with the lance, Inshun. Inshun. They don't show any of them. But I guess it is just supposed to be a teaser. But it's weird that they like show these three And Inshun he's literally, well, I guess it would kind of spoil, because when you first meet Inshun, he's your ally. So I guess that kind of spoil the fact that he turns. I don't know. Regardless, pretty cool. Let's see. Could have watched that before starting Shimosa, and Cloudy would have forgotten what happened in it. I mean, this doesn't really do a good job of explaining anything. It just shows Musashi fighting, and then it like flashes Chiyome, Danzo, and I forget her name. And then it just ends. Those are the new servants. Okay. Got you. So back in the day before this came out, when this trailer dropped, people were probably like, oh, who the heck is that? Oh, who the heck is that? Oh, snap, who's this? And then you find out through playing. Okay, I get it. Alright. So, another thing I wanted to do, just real quick, because we did forget to do it before, and it's a long time coming. A long time coming, but let me see if I can pull it up. I don't really like the look of this one. Let's see. I don't like the look of that one either. I feel like I had one before. Okay, half of these are in Japanese, though. Let me see if I can find it, like if I've done it before already. Nope. I guess we'll go with this. Can we reset? Okay. So, let me full screen. And then, boom. And I guess we can have this music going in the background. Okay. So, the Singularity tier list. We're just going to do the main 7. And then once we finish Salem, then we'll do the 1.5. Or not the main 7. Is it? We'll do the original Singularities right now. And then we will do the main ones. Okay, so S, A, B, C, D. Did we ever do this? I don't think we did, right? Ranking all of the Singularities? Did we do this? Fuyuki moment. Is Fuyuki here? Oh my gosh. Oh, it is. It's right here. Okay. So let's put them in order. Septum. I remember what we forgot to do. I think it might have been like a was it a servant tier list? I think it's been just characters. Okay. So we'll just do the main 7 real quick. And then I'll have to have a stream in the future where we do a tier list for the others. Okay, so these are the main ones. 9, okay. Characters tier list for the Epic of Remnant chapters. True, we will get to that as well. Now, I'm not gonna lie. You guys might have to, help rejog my memory. Just share, as we go through this, just share some of your favorite moments from the singularities, because it has been a long time since we've done these. Long time. So, first, Fuyuki City. Fuyuki City, not too much happened there, obviously. You know, we lost Olga there, but we did get to meet Castor Cucullin, which was really cool. I think, shoot, my brain is kind of blending what happened in the anime with what happened in the actual show, or what happened in the actual game. So I think we fought Saber Alter. Did we fight Heracles too? Overall, not too much happened. So I think I'm going to give it a probably like a C. It wasn't bad. The ending was pretty cool. And I guess, you know, for first starting FGO, it was kind of cool seeing this like alternate version of the, what is it, the Fourth Holy Grail War. So it was pretty cool seeing, you know, what servants remained the same, which servants were different. Like, we didn't have a Rider Medusa, this time we had a Lancer Medusa, which was pretty cool. We never got to see Darius, even though apparently he was a part of it. We didn't get to see a lot of them. So, overall, I think I'd give it a C, because I didn't actively dislike it. I didn't dislike it. Next, Orleans. Orleans. That was the beginning of my hatred for the Wyverns. You had the really cool plot twist in the end, where Jalter actually wasn't the villain, the main villain. It was Jill the whole time, and he summoned her, and she's supposed to be a representation of his idea. How do I explain it? It's kind of like his projection of how Joan of Arc must have felt after being betrayed and burned alive. So that was really cool. The characters we met were cool. We got to see like Siegfried, and I was about to say Boudica, but was Boudica Septim? I think she was Septim. But overall, I remember liking Orleans. It's very early though. It is very, very basic. But, and it had Jalter, which was cool. And I think it had Jin K and stuff too, so overall, I'd give it a solid A. I'd give it a solid A. C is fair. B, C or B. Oh, good point. Good point. There were a lot of servants that didn't do anything. That is a good point. That is a really good point. Oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about the villains. Because we had, like, Martha, who didn't... Oh, snap! We had Marie Antoinette. Marie Antoinette was amazing. But we had, like, Dayon, who didn't do a whole lot. Martha, who had a cool speech but didn't do a whole lot. I think we had Phantom of the Opera, who didn't do a whole lot. So that is a good point. I did like it more than Fuyuki, though. I think I'll give it a B. I think I'll give it a B. The mob fights and early nodes of more wyverns are coming just to jump into another fight annoyed me. True. But that's not even, like, just exclusive to Orleans. They did that for a couple of these, I'm not gonna lie. They did it for a couple of them. What's up, homies? Exactly. And I almost forgot, we had the amazing speech from Mozart at the end that came full circle. I think later on in it was either Babylonia or Camelot. I think Babylonia, where MASH brought it back up. That was pretty fire. I think I'll give it a B. Solid B. Next, Septim. Septim is the one where we had Altera. We had Nero, which was great. We had what's her name? Dragon Girl. Elizabeth. We had Elizabeth Bathory. We had Caligula. Didn't really do a whole lot. Oh, none of the Berserkers really did anything. So that was what? Caligula, I think Spartacus, and Darius the Third. They didn't really do anything. But we also had Alexander and Waver. We had Alexander and Waver kind of reuniting. We kind of like swapping. It was kind of like inverse roles in a sense, because you had first a young Waver and then, you know, big Iskandar, and then in Septim, or what? No, that wasn't Septim, was it? Was it Okeanos? I think it was Septim though. Oh god, that was so far back. But it was cool seeing the young Alexander and then the older Waver. But Septim, I might put it by Fuyuki. I don't remember enjoying it as much as Orleans. I know a lot of people hated it, and funny enough, when we were first playing through, there were a large number of people that wanted me to skip Septim entirely. I'm glad I did play through it, because now I got like the full experience, but I feel like I don't hate it as much as, you know, other people out there might hate it. Let me also... Should I add another tier, or is that too many? For like a F tier? I feel like it might be too spread out, because there's only so many. I'm stupid. Nope. F tier. Okay. Do we need an F? If that's the case, I'd still keep Orleans B. Probably put Fuyuki D. And then Septim C, because at least something happened in Septim. There was more to Septim than Fuyuki. Fuyuki felt very short. Septim is mostly just really dry, true. Year 1 writing tier? Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately. Next, Okeanos. Now, I really liked Okeanos for a while, and I've said this a number of times throughout the streams. Okeanos was like one of my favorites out of all of the main singularities. Okeanos was phenomenal. We had Uriel and Asterios, right? That's his name, Asterios. We had those two. We had Drake, of course. Amazing. Oh my god, we had Blackbeard. We had Blackbeard. We had Jason. We had Medea Lily. We had the twin, not twin, but the pirate girls, Allie and Sally. I think their names are like Marianne and something else. Okeanos, I'm not gonna lie, I'd put it A tier. I'd put Okeanos A tier. Definitely better than Orleans. Definitely better than Orleans. It might even go higher depending on how the rest of these are looking. But I'm trying to be a bit conservative, because although I think Okeanos is my favorite out of the main singularities, I want to leave room not only for 1.5 but also for the Lost Belt. Because if the Lost Belts are absolutely godlike, then I might end up moving some of these down. So I'm not going to put this in S right away. I'll keep it in A for me. It was really fun. We also had Eric Bloodaxe. Oh, and we had Orion and Artemis. Next, London. I'm sorry. I don't even need to put it in the hot seat. London, I think, is easily the worst one out of all of these. It felt so long, like you said. You said Septim was very dry. I think London was even worse. There was so much talking and not enough happening. They were foreshadowing to a lot of future concepts and things that we can't even apply right now. So it's kind of like if you're a 5-year-old in a science class and they're teaching you about astrophysics, and it's like, Okay, yeah, I want to be an astronaut, so this is good to know, but I can't apply any of this, and by the time I can, I'm probably going to forget all of it, so that sucked. London didn't really get good until the very, very end. Some highlights was Mordred. Love Mordred. Jekyll and Hyde at the end, when he finally turned into Hyde, that was pretty cool. I liked the whole nursery rhyme situation and when they explained what was going on. Although I really like Jack the Ripper, I feel like they didn't go enough in depth with her, at least compared to like Apocrypha and stuff, where they really fleshed her out well. So, yeah, I gotta go F for me. London is terrible, so I can get behind an F. I always liked Mordred in it, so I say low C. Fair, fair. Mordred is great. But there were so many characters that didn't do a whole lot. Like, I love Frankenstein, but she didn't really do much. You know? We had Hans. Hans was cool. Hans was cool. But he didn't have a whole lot. Babbage, yep, you're right. Babbage was there. And I don't remember if Babbage really had much time to shine, but I remember that singularity changing my opinion of Babbage. So he must have done something right. But then you have like Paracelsus, who didn't really do much. Mephistopheles, who just popped in, yapped, we did a battle, and then he didn't appear again. So, but the ending with, what's his name? Golden, I think it starts with an S. I don't remember. But he was cool. I like the fact that Tesla was the boss. That was pretty cool. Who else was there? It was like... Oh, it was... No. I'm thinking of America. It was just Tesla here. Tamamo and King Toki, yep. It was random. But it was cool. So I'll give it an F overall. America. So freaking much happened in this singularity. Like everything from going to the prison with Beowulf to Li Shuen, that's his name. Having Li Shuen on our side, Skahak, we had the Cucullin altar, we had Maeve. Who else? We had Billy. We had Geronimo. Oh my gosh, there was so much in America. I feel like I didn't even cover half of it. We had Rama, we have Nightingale. Dang, man. Dang. America was kind of stacked. I don't know. I want to put it high, but I'm not sure. Let's see. A is valid. America solid. B or A. America is goofy enough to be fun, but not really good. You could tell America was the transition point between early FGO and non-early FGO. Cool Alter was goated. I also love how we like... I don't know. There was something about us battling him, and then he ends up going up in Ascension, and then we battle him again, and he goes up in Ascension. That was kind of cool to me. I feel like we haven't really seen that through any of these other singularities, so it was kind of cool how like we battle someone, and then he's like, alright, time to take off the training wheels, and then he upgrades, and we battle him again, and he's like, alright, now for my trump card. That was pretty cool. Robin Hood as well, you're right. And Nero again. Yep, Billy the Kid. Yep. Bum Juna, true. Overall, I'm not mad at an A. Because I definitely feel like it was higher than Orleans. I think it's pretty close to Okeanos. I'd put Okeanos on top, but I think it's pretty close. I liked it. Overall, I enjoyed it. Plus, Nightingale was hilarious. She was amazing. Next. Camelot. Wait! Oh, snap! I almost forgot. We also had Helena Blavatsky. We had Thomas Edison. Oh man, I completely forgot about that whole side of the war. Dang, man. America was so stacked. Camelot, goated. Goated. I don't even need to debate it, bro. Camelot was absolutely goated. And the movie was incredible. But I loved Camelot. The characters in Camelot are great. Like, you have Arash, you have Mordred, you have Serenity. In this one, you have 100 Personas, who was cool. Cursed-Arm, my boy. Cursed-Arm. So many great characters. So many great characters, bro. I think Camelot is an easy S. Easy. When you were playing it, your main complaint was how slow it was. That's what I was thinking. It was very slow. But it had a lot. So, like, the pacing wasn't the best. But at least it gave you... You know what? This is what it was. There was a lot of different things going on and a lot of different groups of people that you were meeting. And I guess it kind of felt like some of those interactions overstayed their welcome. Like, we didn't have to talk with these people for as long as we did. Which kind of took away points. But, I mean, I feel like that isn't enough for me to drop it down to Orleans tier. Like, it was definitely better than Orleans. And I feel like it wasn't far off from Okeanos. But this is making me want to put it higher. Okay, this is what I'll do. This is what I'll do. This is what I'll do. Septum down to D. Fuyuki down to F. Probably like Orleans to C, and then there to B. Because Okeanos is like so close to greatness. And America is fantastic. But for me with Okeanos, I struggle to find flaws. Like, it was just incredible all the way from start to finish. But with America, you know, I can bring up a couple flaws. With Orleans, it was solid. So I think C is a good letter for, like, solid. Septum was a little bit below average. And then Fuyuki's really just held back by the lack of content. So I think I gotta put it in London. Even though I hated London a lot more, Fuyuki is probably down here because of lack of content for me. Babylonia. I mean, come on. They cooked. We all know they cooked. Babylonia is S tier. And I will fight anyone that disagrees. Babylonia was S tier. You had Ketz, you had Ishtar, you had Aresh. Some of the most beloved characters in all of Fate popped up in this singularity. You had Gilgamesh. You had Tiamat. So many great ones, man. You had Gilgamesh coming back from... No. He didn't come back from the dead. Gilgamesh died and forcibly summoned himself back to the singularity to battle Tiamat after he died. Like, that is just incredible. You had Gramps. Applying the concept of death to Tiamat. Fire. You had Enkidu. So sick. Especially the moment with Enkidu and Siduri. Leonidas? Exactly. Benkei? Brother Benkei? Oh man, Babylonia. I could go on all day about Babylonia. Oh, we had Jaguar Man. Jaguar Man was really good. Especially when Jaguar Man locked in and had the suit and tie on. What else? We had oh man, the Medea, the Medea Lily reveal, which we kind of already knew because we watched the anime, but the Medea Lily reveal, and then us battling against Gorgon That was cool. Babylonia was just phenomenal, bro. I loved it. I loved it. Merlin! Oh my god, Merlin 2. Oh man. Like I said, I could go on all day, but you guys already know Babylonia is great. If I had to rank the two, I'd put Babylonia above the other. And if I had to rank these, I'd do that. And last but not least, Solomon. Solomon. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to remember everything that happened in Solomon. Because I know there were some things that were different in the game compared to the anime. Right now in my head, I'm thinking A. So let me see if you guys have any arguments for why it should be S. I'm trying to remember. Because it was cool, obviously, having all of the characters from past singularities come in and battle. That was sick. The battle against Getio was sick. Let's see. Solomon is Avengers Endgame. True. I guess Cloudy doesn't hate women enough. Agramain doesn't approve. Babylonia had the characters to significantly more. Oh, they had the characters do significantly more in comparison. That is true. Medea was Okeanos, bro? Oh, I'm dumb. Not Medea. Medusa Lily. You know what I meant. Medusa Lily. Not Medea Lily. Let's see. Solomon was mainly a raid until you fight Getia. Oh yeah, true, because didn't you guys say it was like an event when it first came out? And so you like, everybody had to group together and battle one of the demon gods, and then the next one would appear or something like that. A is fine. The everyone is here nodes were very hit or miss. Yeah, I remember liking some and feeling like some others were a bit long. You get to see your favorite servants again. True. You fight them 1v1. I say A is fair. I'd give Solomon S just because of the CG of... Oh my god, you're right! Oh my god, you're right, bro. Holy. Let me see if I can pull up the image again. Oh yeah! Oh, dude. Wait. Yeah, let's see. Solomon MASH. Let me see if I can find the CG. Oh, that part was so good. Oh, dang, they don't have it. Oh, well. Let's see. Can we play the video? How long is it? 23 minutes! Let's try to skip to the part where it happens. Dang, I completely forgot about Mash's sacrifice, bro. Dude, it's been too long. That is crazy. Dude. Oh, and the music! Oh my god. Is this after? Yep. She uses it. The full Lord Camelot. Dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, that part was so good. Then you have the sad music. And then that image. Oh man. Dude. Nah. This is easily one of the hardest hitting moments in FGO so far, bro. That was crazy. Music's good too. And oh no, the shield being the only thing left. And the shield's still standing too. Oh my god. And then Fujimaru was like, alright, now I'm pissed. And then let's see. Oh yeah, and then obviously the Romani twist. Where is... Dang. Dude, Solomon's an S. Oh, and then he uses his NP! It's Nova. Dang. The first and only time we ever see his NP. Because he's not playable. Dude. Nah, Solomon's an S. That's an S right there. That is an S right there, if you ask me. How could I forget? How could I forget? I'd put it above Camelot too. I don't know if I put it over Babylonia, but above Camelot. Dang, brother. Dang, dang, dang. You know what? Screw it. Why not rank the ones we have done so far? Is this? No, that's a Lost Belt. This list doesn't have the Seraph. So here's Shinjuku. This is a Lost Belt too. Shinjuku, Shimosa, Salem, Agartha. Yeah, it doesn't have Seraph. I don't know. I guess Seraph? Let's see. The movie low-key fumbled the chapter, but I will always give it props for Fujimaru tweaking out ready to kill that beast. Yeah, that was sick. Infinite aura from his NP. The most powerful details was for me when he did his NP for the final verse and hesitated when he said and. Dang. S, baby. Yeah, that's a S. CCC probably wasn't permanent when this was made. Seraph is S. Seraph was really good. Seraph was really good. And very fun. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It was really good. A part of me... Ugh. Was it S good, though? Like, I really liked it. But was it S good? BB was amazing. Obviously, Melt was amazing. Passion Lip was great. And then the fight with Kiara in the end was amazing. I'm trying to remember more of, like, the other characters we've bumped into in between. Like, I remember there was Suzuka Gozen, who was pretty cool. We had Robin Hood, who kind of, I don't know, he kind of felt like he was just there. He was cool, but he kind of felt like he was just there. Seraph has the whole big plot twist at the end. Let's see. Name one singularity where the MC dies. You can't. It was not S, in my opinion. Emiya Alter. Gawain and Tristan and Emiya Alter, true. Oh, yeah, and Gawain. When he was like, you guys go on ahead. I'll handle her. When he was fighting Passion Lip. That was good. Tristan was cool. But I don't... Dude, I don't know why I don't remember. It's kind of a blur. I remember these earlier singularities much more than Seraph. You also have peak dialogue with Tamamo Cat. True, I do remember Tamamo Cat appearing. I don't know. For me, I'm kind of feeling A. And what I'll do is I'll just add a section for Seraph. I'll like add it myself later on. But I'm thinking A, man. I'm thinking A. I'm trying. Remind me of the plot twist at the end. Remind me of the plot twist at the end. Because I remember the very, very end, but I don't remember the end before Kiara appears, you know? Probably because of the Nuzlocke. That might be it. The Nuzlocke might be kind of blurring some details there. Because I remember liking Tristan as a unit, but I don't remember much of what he did in the story. Ah, there you go. There you go. Melt traveling back in time to save Fujimaru. Okay. Okay, there you go. Melt was pulling a Homura and Mabel was Kiara. Yeah, Mabel, she was... I don't remember exactly. Was she, like, working with Kiara, or was she, like, Kiara in disguise? I think she was Kiara in disguise, right? Or, like, maybe she existed, but Kiara possessed her or something? Maybe it's been too long since I played, but I don't feel it's S. Meltrellis is S, though. True that. Melt is from a future timeline where the MC died and she sacrificed her Saint Graph to come to this timeline. Okay, got you. It's coming back to me. I do remember some timey-wimey stuff happening. There was that asshole boss that Emiya Alter killed. Asshole boss. You're talking about the guy we saved? Or do you mean the demon pillar? Kiara in disguise. Okay. Demon God wasn't the one doing everything, but was also a victim of Kiara's scheme. Kiara wins, Melt traveled back. Honestly, that was pretty fire. Revealing everything at the end. That was a very creative plot twist at the end. BB was good all along and was conspiring against Kiara. True. What I love most, Emiya Alter and Kirai relationship in that singularity. For me, Seraph is S in my heart and always will be. The more you guys talk about it, the more I'm convinced to raise it. But right now in my head, I have it like ahead of Okeanos. Like Okeanos is here and Seraph is here for me. That's probably where I'd put it right now. Dang, you know what? Screw it. We'll put it in S, and the reason why is because I think Shinjuku would be an A. I'll put it in S because I think Shinjuku would be an A. And it I don't know if Shinjuku's good enough to put in S. It was really good, though. It was really freaking good. I feel like we're gonna have too many S tiers, bro. Oh, no, we won't. I just looked at the others. Oh, no, we won't. But Shinjuku was really good. You had Holmes, who was pretending... Wait. Was it... Yeah. It was Holmes pretending to be Dante's, right? We had Jalter. We had Salter. We had the dog. We had Lobo, which was not fun. We had the assassin guy. We had Moriarty, who was the most obvious freaking plot twist on the planet. Who else? We had Edge Mia, who was playing by his own rules. We had the ballroom scene where we got to see Jalter and Salter in their dresses, and then we even got to see Gurako in the suit. All of these are plummeting when you get to part 2. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Yo, Poppin', what's up, man? What's up? Yeah, Clevall the second. He was great. Yeah, and his interactions with Lobo. Jalter and Salter beefing with each other. True, true. I'm thinking S right now. I'm thinking S. Both of these kind of feel the same in my heart. Like, I love them both. They were both so much fun to play through. So much fun. And Shinjuku was also fun because it was our first time doing the Nuzlocke, so that was crazy, getting stomped by Lobo. That was insane. Holy run killer. But overall, I really liked it. Oh, and then there was Phantom of the Opera as well. As we had the whole League of Villains situation. I think A is fair. I think solid A. I can now be here more often. It's on. Yo, that's awesome, man. You planning on streaming today? If so, I'm definitely stopping by. Yeah, I did see the male Fujimaru. I remember you guys posted it in the Discord when we got to that part. Nah, I think Babylonia's still peak even to this day. Yeah, Babylonia is insane. Uploading image in Discord to explain what happened in Melt's OG timeline. Our timeline's Melt agreed that she was the best fit to protect MC and allowed herself to be killed. Shinjuku is my second favorite epic of Remnant. Don't forget about the Great Detectives. The Great Detectives? Who was that? I only remember Sherlock. To say Lobo kicked your ass would be an understatement. True. And it sucked because we had to keep fighting him, bro. It's like enough was never enough. We fought him like 4 times. Man. Alright, next. Agartha. Now, Agartha. I feel like Agartha, like America, a lot happened. Everything from the Amazons and Penthesilea, I think that's her name, to the lease with, what was her name? It was something with a D. I don't know. Fake Draco at home, or Drake at home. We had that. We had the Nightless City with Little Wu. That was amazing. We had the like Sakura village with Columbus, who ended up stabbing us in the back. We had Astolfo and Dayon absolutely carrying the Singularity. We had who else? We had what's his name? The guy with the sword. Dude, I can't remember his name. Columbus the Goat? Yeah, get out of here. Dahoot, that's her name. Dahoot. All those phantom spirits of the less... Oh, you're right. When all of the detectives came in at the end. Got you. That pronounced Moriarty the culprit to make him conceptually weaker. That was cool. Even though I personally didn't recognize any of the guys there, after you guys explained it in chat, that was pretty cool. The weird NTR subplot with Evil Drake made me cringe really hard. I'm trying to remember. It sounds vaguely familiar. The Evil Drake NTR subplot. I don't remember. Did it have to do with like the Amazons and like capturing men and trying to, you know, repopulate or whatever? Scheherazade, yes. Scheherazade, Fergus, yeah, Fergus rising Scheherazade. And then that final moment with him stabbing the sword into the ground with the rainbow colors everywhere. That was sick. Megalos! Oh my god, Megalos! That was so good. All 4 of your S classes are Nasu written, and both your A classes are Higashide. Good taste in writers. Thank you. Agartha sounds cool in concept, but the dialogue is too disruptive. Sometimes feels kind of random. It does, and Fergus was lapping. He was yapping a lot. But I did really like the fun moments with Daon and Astolfo. They really brightened up that singularity a lot. Overall, Agartha for me, I'd probably put it... Oh, dang, but then you have Scheherazade. Her dialogue got annoying. Her dialogue definitely got annoying. With like every 5 seconds, she's talking about, oh, well, as long as I don't die, anything to keep me from dying. I'm between C and D, man. I'm between C and D. Because Agartha felt long for sure, but it had a lot of cool moments to make up for it. I'd go B. I go B with Agartha. B with Agartha. Because it was better than Orleans. But it wasn't Shinjuku level. The my sword is the sword that will pierce the heaven moment. Yep. Kamina moment right there. Unironically, Agartha's pacing wasn't bad. Exactly. That's like one big critique I had with Shimosa when I was comparing. Once I got to Shimosa and I was comparing it to Agartha, both of them were long and wordy, but at least in Agartha, things were happening. Like, you were going to different places, meeting different people, battling different enemies. In Shimosa, it's like a lot of talking and not a lot happening. So, but the ending for Shimosa was really cool. I love Onui and Tasuke. They were great. Muramasa was great. Musashi wasn't bad. I'm thinking like a C for Shimosa, if I'm being completely honest. I probably would have enjoyed it more if I was familiar with the characters in Shimosa. Like, if I knew about Muramasa and Danzo and Kashin Koji and all of these guys beforehand, and Yagyu, if I knew them beforehand, I'd probably love Shimosa. But because I didn't know them, and they were constantly glazing them, it was kind of like, alright, bro, I got places to be. I don't got time to sit here and watch you glaze Yayu right in front of me for like 15 minutes straight. But I'm thinking this is where we're at so far, with Seraph being A tier above Okeanos. I think this is my ranking right now. Of course, this is subject to change, especially once we complete Salem and as we get into the Lost Belts. This will definitely get more difficult. Or not more difficult, but we'll have to move these down. I wouldn't be surprised, Septum. You're probably F tier, buddy. You're probably F tier. We might need to make a new tier to bump these guys down to, like a trash tier or something. Shimosa is a homage to old hammy samurai movies. If you're unfamiliar with the tropes, it really falls flat. Yeah, I think that's really what it was. Because with a lot of these other singularities, they like cover, at least from my opinion, they cover like more popular like historical moments and mythologies and stuff. Like Okeanos having to do with pirates and the Greeks and all of that stuff. Like, everybody knows that. Camelot, everybody knows that. I mean, I don't even know. I don't think everybody knows about this, but it had a lot of characters from all over. So like if you knew like a Hindu lore, then you could enjoy this. If you knew American lore, then you could enjoy this. If you knew Native American lore, you could maybe kind of enjoy this with Geronimo. Like, it had a little bit from a bunch of different places. Orleans was just like knights and dragons. Who doesn't love that? Septim was like the Roman Empire. A lot of people know about that. So, I'm like a lot more familiar with these because they're more common. Babylonia, I wasn't super familiar with. I knew about like, you know, Mesopotamia and the Sumers and all of that stuff, but I didn't know much about their mythologies, so this was cool. But they just had like really good, cool, like fun characters. Shimosa, everybody was like in a edge competition to be the coolest guy in the room, you know? Big problem with Japanese servants is the writers assume the Japanese readers know them. Let's see, but I love the other relationships. Wait, what was this? I love the other relationship that is about obsession. If you don't get what I'm talking about, we'll tell in Discord. Are you talking about the movie Obsession or are you talking about FGO? It's my least favorite samurai written chapter, but it's by no means bad. Yeah, definitely not bad. Like, I enjoyed Orleans. And there were parts that I enjoyed of Shimosa, but I'm not gonna lie. If Onui and Tasuke weren't here, if Muramasa wasn't here, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot less. They did have some cool villains, though. I really loved the concept of these corrupted heroic spirits that you have to fight. Like Archer of Inferno, and Samgata Hell and Kalasutra Hell. Like, all of those guys were cool and cool to fight against. The final battle, all that stuff. But it's just the pacing wasn't very fun to go through in the beginning. It was a lot. It was a lot. So I think C, and that is where we will hold our list for now. So let me screenshot this, or I'll probably screenshot it later, so that next time we come back to the tier list, we can just move everything to its place and continue. Let's see. Don't worry about me. Oh, you were talking to Ak. Okay, okay. I'd say it's a Japanese problem, but it's actually something that happens in every country. The problem is that Japanese media got massive. Yeah. Yeah, true. Because I think, like... Well, I think if we were to do like American history and have a bunch of like historical American figures and add it to FGO, then the people in Japan probably wouldn't give a crap about, you know, what's going on either, you know? It's kind of weird. It feels so weird being an American and knowing that there's all these other cultures that kind of have to learn about America, and especially a lot of other countries have to learn English. They don't have to, but you know what I mean. They have to learn English to kind of thrive in the overall world, whereas America, we can just do our own thing and not give a crap about any other countries and still kind of thrive. Like, it's so interesting to me how in Japan, I don't know if it's mandatory, but it's very common to have English classes in Japan, but it's actually super, super rare to have Japanese classes in America. And it's like, why is that? I know why it is that way, but it feels weird to be in that situation. Like, there are so many people in America that only speak English, and yet there are a lot of people from a lot of other countries that know multiple languages. And it's, I don't know, to me it's just kind of crazy to think about how people in America can kind of, you know, get by with less, if that makes any sense. At least when it comes to what's expected of you. Why wouldn't the Japanese know or care who Benedict Arnold or Harriet Tubman are? Exactly, bro. Exactly. I mean, I feel like it'd be interesting because American history is like a lot of crazy stuff has happened throughout American history. A lot of crazy stuff, especially if they were to make a singularity about like slavery and stuff. I don't know how well that'd go. That'd probably be like too controversial or political. But if they ever did, it feels weird to say, but you guys understand what I mean. It would be, I feel like, people from other countries would find it interesting playing through the singularity if they were to make a singularity about slavery, just because it was so horrible and so atrocious that I think if people from other countries were to learn about it, it would be kind of compelling to see, like, holy shit, like, what is going on in America, you know? Compared to, like, here with Shimosa, I feel like what happened in the historical events they talked about in Shimosa aren't, like, nearly close to the same scale when it comes to how compelling or how crazy it was. Salem is American history? Salem is the witch trials. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. That should be interesting to go through. Salem is the witch trials. Egypt is English, then French, then German. It would be really cool, but it would generate so much controversy. Yeah, it would. I know. It would be so controversial, bro. It'd be so controversial. If I had a Japanese class as a class in high school, I would have picked that. That's 100% what I did. I saw there was a Japanese class and I 100% picked it. But it was just mainly because I went to a school of languages. Like, I was enrolled in the full Spanish course, and there was like a German course, a French course, a Mandarin course that, you know, other students were put into. And then Japanese was an elective language that you could learn. And so I took Japanese from, I wanted to enter it 6th grade, but everybody took the Japanese class in 6th grade because they thought it'd be an easy A. And it sucked because I actually wanted to learn it because, like, I was a weeb. I loved anime. I wanted to learn Japanese. This was my chance, and I couldn't because the classes were full of kids that were thinking it was going to be an easy A. Then once we get to the next year, the number of students dropped off drastically because they realized, okay, this is harder than I thought. And I was finally able to get in, and I took Japanese class from 7th grade all the way to 12th grade. Like, I loved it. And my teacher was so awesome. She'd have us, like, after tests, we'd, like, sit and watch Studio Ghibli movies. During Japanese holidays, we'd be able to, like, bring our own snacks and stuff and have a little party in class. And she would, like, make curry or mochi. Like, oh man, I love that class so much. Salem is low-key scary. Salem witch trials happened in Massachusetts, for those who don't know. Slavery is common throughout human history. People act like America was the first to do it and uniquely evil for it. True, slavery did happen across the world, but, like, not to that scale, you know? And it's not even, like, just America that had it really bad, because I'd say America's slavery in America is probably the most commercialized, but it was also absolutely horrible in Central America as well. It was horrible there as well. And I'm sure it was also really bad in other places of the world. But I feel like it was maybe a little bit different because in other cultures they had the slavery component, but in America you had the slavery component of, like, you know, treating these people as not being human, but you also had that hatred component. it's like not only are they slaves for you, but you also hate and loathe them, and you hate their very existence, you know? Whereas in other cultures, there were like slaves from, you know, if one, I don't know if country or culture is the right word, but if one group of people took over another group, then they might enslave those people. Or, like, there's multiple different kinds of slavery, but I don't know how many of those forms of slavery had such a strong component of hatred also included in it. Like, slavery gets so dark. I think the moment I realized how dark slavery was when I found out that there were black people in America who were skinned. They were like killed, skinned, and their skin was used as furniture that people would have in their houses, like couches made of human flesh, and like lamps with lampshades made out of human flesh. That's when I realized how freaking dark slavery really was in America. That's like the part that, you know, you don't see on TV and stuff. The fuck you mean your teacher made you food? She did, bro. She did. She'd bring her rice cooker to class. She'd make some curry. She'd make mochi. She taught us how to make sushi. She was awesome, man. I love her so much, bro. She even invited me and like some of my friends over to her house for her son's birthday party, because he was also in our class. And we'd all go over to her house and just play games and stuff. And she cooked, like, yakisoba for us. Like, I love her so much. How dark slavery was? Wasn't that the point? Okay. I mean, true. But, like, you know, when you're a kid, you don't hear about those kind of things. And in the US, that racism justification stuff did creep in more because it stick around longer in the 19th century. True. Exactly. Well, you gotta remember, in most cultures, slaves were captured from places that got wiped out. Then they'd, like, keep the skulls as trophies. True, true. I'm not saying it wasn't bad in these other, you know, cultures as well. I'm sure it was horrible. I wouldn't want to be a slave in any culture. I wouldn't want to be a slave in any culture because I'm sure it was awful for every single one of them. But I think, to me, I won't even say the thing that makes it different, but because I don't know enough about, like, you know, slavery in the Middle East and stuff like that. I don't know enough in detail about how those were. But I feel like that component of actually hating their existence. So it's one thing to treat someone as lesser, to treat someone as a dog, or treat someone as beneath you. But that component of hatred, that's one thing that I think might be different. He's bragging about his teacher giving him food. Also, German here, I can get even worse, trust me, between 1933 and 1945. Sheesh. Yep. Yeah. You know what? That is a good example. That whole situation. You are referring to what I think you're referring to, right? And now we're slaves of the gacha. True. And no more poetic way to wrap up the stream than that. No more poetic way than that. Yeah, slavery in Egypt too. Slavery in Egypt was like, I'm not even gonna say if, because I feel like that's gonna like bring out the people with tinfoil hats and stuff. But imagining that the slaves were the ones that created the pyramids is just like, Jesus Christ. I can't imagine how many people lived their entire lives, worked to the bone, and died building those pyramids. Jesus Christ. Talking about dogs? Come on, buddy, hurry up and pull. Sure, we'll pull. I got a little something. Let's see if we can get lucky. I doubt it. I'm hoping we can at least get Jufu Avenger. So we got, what, 5 pulls? Let's see. Okay. I hate rolling singles. Because whenever I roll singles, it makes me feel like I'm only going to get 3 stars. Look at this. Disgusting. It was the aliens from Helena's NP. True and real. True and real. No savings for BB Dubai. Nope. Although I think BB Dubai is cool. Right now in my head, I'd want Alice more. Nice. Great rolling session, guys. That was awesome. But anyways, thank you all so much for stopping by the stream. I appreciate you guys stopping by. We have officially completed Shimosa. Next, we move on to Salem. And I think Salem should be fun. If it is covering the Salem witch trials, that should be fun. I'm also expecting Shakespeare to be here. Because didn't Shakespeare have one of his plays that took place during the Salem witch trials? Something like that. I don't remember. Anyways, thank you guys again. We're so close to the Lost Belts. We're almost there. Let me get my music going. Dementia's kicking in. Dementia Crow. Yep. Not Alice. Dang it. Not Alice. You know what I mean. Not Alice. Seal. It's that C. That C-I-E. Jumbles up my brain. See, Cloudy, super happy I could be here more often. I appreciate it, man. I'm really glad you could stop by, too. Alrighty. No, Shakespeare died decades before the witch trial. Maybe it was another play I'm thinking of. Maybe... Oh, wait! Maybe it's another play I'm thinking of. Isn't there, like, an infamous play that took place during the witch trials? Let me see. Or was the Crucible? That's what it is, the Crucible. That's what they had us read in middle school. Arthur Miller's The Crucible. Alright, so I'm expecting to see Arthur Miller as a servant in the Salem witch trials. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a good one.